Are you American? Is your roof in need of an upgrade?
Hey, how you guys? Talk too much in this video, but I'm gonna open up the phone lines in case you guys want to call in and tell me what you guys think about today's game with the Jaguars and Chiefs, and also if you guys want to discuss the Philadelphia game, we could do that as well. I'm putting this up on YouTube for free because I already made a video saying that I like the Eagles and Jaguars to play each other. So I'm like, it doesn't really matter if I make a live stream today or not. But the picks that I have for tomorrow, I won't be talking about those in this video at all. But since I already put out a video saying I like Jaguars to play the Eagles in the Super Bowl, I said, you know what? Let me see what the people think about the games today. Now, this is what I think. I mean, we know, all the favorites are not gonna win, right? And a lot of people like the Chiefs, right? They like Philadelphia. People like Buffalo, and people like San Francisco. Those are the four favorites. And I highly doubt that all four of those favorites win the games this weekend. I doubt it. I just feel like we're gonna get an upset. Maybe one or two upsets are gonna happen this week. And the biggest underdog this week is none other than the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looks like the Philadelphia Eagles, they just jumped up to an 8-point favorite. That's interesting. Because the Eagles are going for their 8th home win today. But let me show you guys, if you've been following my blog, I've been posting a lot of stuff on there. Free content for you guys. Something I'm going to review if the Jaguars do win today and advance to the championship game against whoever wins from the Bengals and Bills. But this is what I've been documenting. So a lot of people have been sending me different things after I made that video on my Super Bowl prediction. And people just letting me know about how the Queen Elizabeth, she designed her own hearse. Of course, she chose the Jaguar model, right? Of course, this is the year that Queen Elizabeth passed away. She died on the first day of the NFL season. And someone also pointed this out to me, how in front of the United Nations building here in New York City, there was a statue of a jaguar with wings, which comes from the Book of Revelation. If you guys are familiar with the beasts, the 4 beasts from the Book of Revelation, one of them, it was a 4-headed jaguar with wings. And you notice, of course, in Gematria, United Nations equals 57. Like how this is the year of Super Bowl 57. This statue actually got removed because I was gonna go down there to see it in person, but I read more into it, and it looks like it's no longer there. But of course, this is biblical, and if the Super Bowl is Jaguars and Eagles, this would definitely be more indication of what they're trying to communicate to the people, right? The 4 beasts from the Book of Revelation, the end times. And what else? Oh yeah, so this story came up. A lot of people telling me about this story as well, about a jaguar that was found in Arizona. The name of the jaguar, he's referred to as the Boss, El Jefe. A jaguar that roamed Arizona. And of course, this year the Super Bowl is in Arizona. How about that? This story is from, I think, last year. This jaguar is still in Arizona. It's in the Arizona Zoo somewhere. And I find that interesting because the Super Bowl this year will be in Arizona. We could possibly have the Jaguars playing there. And this is what they like to do as well. They like to put out these stories, but there's a lot of different narratives. Like I said, the Andy Reid doesn't have a Philadelphia connection, so we shall see what happens with that. Also, I think I mentioned this. I don't think I mentioned this in my Super Bowl video, but Trevor Lawrence has this unbelievable record on Saturdays where he hasn't lost going back to his high school career. He's supposed to be 41-0. He could improve to 42-0 today. And I don't think this is a coincidence because I'm like, okay, they could have scheduled this man's game for tomorrow. Why they have him playing today on Saturday? And they got him going against the black quarterback. And of course, Saturn has Gematria 42-21. He could become 42-0 on the 21st. So these are all possible narratives. Doesn't mean it's gonna play, but we know how much they like Saturdays and Saturn rituals. And what else? I'm going for the long shot in this one. Like I said, I like the Jaguars to play the Eagles. So, and the Trevor Lawrence, his nickname he's known as the Prince. Of course, this is the year that the Queen died, right? His girlfriend's name is Marissa Maui, who also has the 57 in her name. That's Trevor Lawrence's girlfriend. Today is actually 258 days before his upcoming birthday, and his full name, William Trevor Lawrence, equals 258, like number of the beast. So I don't know, maybe taking the Jaguars with the points might be a good idea. But like I said, I don't think all of these favorites are going to win. So somebody's going to get disappointed. Those of you who have the Buffalo Bills futures, the 49ers futures, the Chiefs. I know a lot of you got the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. Now, I don't think a lot of people had the Philadelphia Eagles from the beginning of the season. We did because we noticed the 212 in Jalen Hurts' name. Something that they did last year with Joe Burrow, right? They had Joe Burrow play on 213 because his full name is 213. So that was one of the things I was looking for this year. And when I noticed that Jalen Hurts had the 212 in it, I let my people know that, the Eagles had a good chance. And then that's when they went on that crazy run and started the season 13-1, like championship. So I do like the Eagles. But like I said, I don't know if, I think that's really stupid just to have all the favorites win, Like the people the teams that they have favored are they're not even favored by 1 or 2 points. They're high favorites. So we're gonna see some big payouts if two or less, one or more out of these underdogs win. Okay, so we spoke about Trevor Lawrence's record. We called Arizona the Tiger. What else? Spoke about Trevor Lawrence's girlfriend. Doug Peterson, remember he has the 103 name. This is the year the 103rd NFL season. He's going for that 57th career win today as well. He could become 6-2 like Queen. All possible narratives. Nothing's guaranteed because this game is tight. Numbers on both sides, like always. Today's also 57 days before Andy Reid's birthday. Patrick Mahomes is 3-0 versus the Jaguars. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. The numbers on the screen, 646-986-0958. I don't really feel too good, so I don't want to keep talking. I know the game starts in about another 30 minutes. So we could be here another 20 minutes. And you guys whatever observations you guys made, just want to, let the people know about it. Just call in so people can hear your thoughts. Because this is a tight one. I mean, this is the hardest round. The divisional games. These are the toughest games to call because of the riddles are too tight, and you also got to take into account, Vegas money and all that stuff because there is a lot of futures for these teams. Like if they I don't know if they're gonna let the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl because they're gonna have to pay out a lot of tickets. Same thing with the Bills. A lot of people put money on the Bills, especially after the Damar Hamlin story. I know a lot of people went to the bookie and put futures in for the Bills. The 49ers, Cowboys, Giants and Eagles, I don't think people have futures for those teams. I don't think people have futures for the Jaguars. I think the big money, Vegas is going to lose big money if they let the Chiefs, the Bills, and possibly the Bengals as well go to the Super Bowl. Because the Bengals was there last year. So those teams are like dangerous, man. They're dangerous for the money for Vegas. And Vegas likes to make money, even though a lot of you think that it's not about money. It is, because that's how they keep us poor. They keep all the money for themselves. So one of those two teams is not going to go. So let me see if I think I spoke about everything. Let me see. Oh yeah, so also the singer Jaguar Wright, she also just got arrested on the day with 57 numerology. This was like a few days ago that story came up. Jaguar Wright. Looks like this article is no longer available. Yeah, but you can look up that story. Jaguar Wright got arrested on the day with 57 numerology. Yeah, everything else I spoke about. How the Super Bowl's on the 43rd day of the year. We know Jacksonville's 43. You know, Jaguars in the Satanic Cipher is also 322. I don't know if that's, I don't know how much that, but I don't know how much the Satanic Cipher matters with these riddles, but it is, they do have a 322 connection. It's also 23 like the year, so the Jaguars' first Super Bowl appearance could be in the year 23. We shall see, though. Super Bowl is 112 and 49 as well. Well, we shall see. 9.5 favorites. That shit is scaring me. But, let's see what happens. We've seen bigger upsets in sports. Patrick Mahomes is 8-3 in playoffs. Yeah, it's nothing is solid. This is tight. I'm not in love with any other. I actually do like this Saturday riddle with Trevor Lawrence though. 42 is a big number on Saturdays. Again, Saturn is 42, and he's playing against the black quarterback, so that might be part of the riddle as well. And why schedule this game for a Saturday for him? What I'm saying? It's like they obviously doing something around this record, because 41-1 doesn't really make sense. It don't connect to anything, any astrology or anything like that. So yeah, so you guys can call in. Let me see if my phone is on. Okay, so my phone is on. If you guys want to call in and tell us what you think about this game. Yeah, it is about the money. It is about the money as well. It's a bunch of things, Sorry, I got a runny nose. It's a bunch of things. You have to look at the money. You have to look at the narrative, the riddles, the numbers. Everything has to line up perfectly. Because Vegas, they're not gonna take a loss. I know a lot of you have. I mean, the Chiefs been the favorite since the beginning of the season. So, So the Bills. The Bills been I think the Bills been the favorite since the beginning of the season. And we know how this stuff always ends. It always ends in a big upset. Like last year, the Chiefs was supposed to beat the Bengals, but they didn't. The Tennessee Titans was supposed to beat the Bengals, and they didn't, even though they sacked Joe Burrow a bunch of times. All right, so since nobody wants to call in, I'm just take a look at what ESPN is talking about. Oh, man, I've been sick, man, all these days. .40-degree weather. And you know what? Why I also like the Jaguars to upset? If Doug Peterson does become 6-2, he could become 7-2 next week against the Bills, because Buffalo Bills equals 72. Or then it'll be tricky, because then he can also fall to 6-3 against the Bills in their 63rd season. Buffalo 63, but Buffalo Bills does have a 72 connection. And just why we have 50? Why would he be on 56 career wins? Come on. And this guy with his 41-0 record is just. I don't know, man. A lot of people, ESPN is promoting that this is going to be a blowout, but It's possible. I mean, they almost got blown out last week. Hello?
Hey, Simple Truth. You accept the calls for the call-in show that you on?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just calling in. I had a few observations.
Now, this has been going on recently. I haven't done anything. My microphone is on. Everything is plugged in. They keep messing with my shit, man. Nothing has been plugged out. I mean, everything is connected. Yeah, now it's on. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done anything. You guys see, like, this is not the first time this happened. They always doing this shit. It's gonna fuck up the whole stream. But I'm gonna delete the stream anyway, cause after the game is over, I'll definitely come back on live and we'll talk about it. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I don't know. They just mute my shit. It probably is my microphone. I don't want to blame it on YouTube, but I haven't doing it. I'm not touching it, but whatever. So back what I was saying. Mahomes, he is 30. There's articles saying he's 37-0. He's 41-0. If he's 37-0, then the Saturn ritual doesn't make sense there. But we shall see what happens. I just don't think all these favorites are gonna win. That's what I think. So look at this, Chiefs. I think Kansas City does have a 41 connection. He could stay on 41. Actually, I got the gematria right here. Let me see. Yeah, Chiefs equals 41. All right, so Chiefs Saturday playoff history. So they won against the Jets. They lost twice to the Dolphins. Won against the Raiders. So they haven't won since like 94. So they have a 3-4 record. So they'll become 4-4 or 3-6 or 3-5. Excuse me. Actually, no, that's not right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they played 13 games on Saturday. Actually, let me just look up stat news. See, Chiefs playoff record. On Saturdays. They're 5-8. Yeah, this is a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Yeah, but I'm going with the underdog. You know, if you guys want to take the points, you can. I think the Jaguars should at least give us a fight. You know. And there's a lot of money on the Chiefs. You know, it's just I don't know. I don't know how they'll let the Chiefs win, man. I don't know how that's beneficial for Vegas. I don't know how that's beneficial for Vegas, but we shall see what's going. We shall see. It's tough. Yeah, Matrix. You know what's funny about Matrix? He says that he's 100% sure that I'm going to pick the wrong team. Think about that. You're sure that I'm going to pick the wrong team, but yeah, you still come on my live stream and watch me. You guys are like pathetic. It's like you guys watch somebody that you don't respect. This shit is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Too bad you haven't been on Patreon and witnessed the 6-0 run that we've been on. Too bad, you know. Yesterday we had Dallas giving the Miami Heat their 13th road loss, and you couldn't take you didn't take advantage of that because you know you probably faded me. You faded the 13 in Dallas, huh? Goofy. I appreciate that. Just get some real honey. It'll clear you right up. Yeah, I've tried everything, man. It's just, I think the best remedy is to sleep. Somebody says, where do I get 41-0 from? It's Sports Illustrated is what has that. I saw that record from Sports Illustrated, but there's other news outlets as well, like MSN. But the big mainstream corporations are saying that he's 37-0. You know, he could become 1-37, like the 30, Eric said, the 33rd prime number. Not sure if there's a 33 on the board. For one more 42, Kansas City, Missouri equals 42, the way they write it on the envelope. And like I said, today is 258 days before his birthday. His full name is 258, like the stadium that he's playing in. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
1 second. Now I can, yes. What's going on?
Hey, it's Plain Dakota.
Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for the call.
Hey, so you're thinking Jags for today?
Yeah, I'm leaning Jags with the points at least, because I mean they do have a nice narrative to upset, but it's just that 9.5 point spread. It just has me a little nervous.
Yeah. And then what was the main number you were thinking for that? Your focus?
Well, I was looking at Trevor Lawrence's record on Saturdays, and Saturday, Saturday is named after Saturn, which equals 42, and he can possibly become 42-0 on Saturdays. Saturn is also 21, and today's the 21st.
Are you familiar with my channel at all? Have you seen any of my videos?
No, but I've heard of you.
Oh, well, yeah. So I just basically do astrology. I'm a decoder. That's what I started off doing was gematria.
Okay.
But now I focus on it. I focus on this for a while, and mostly scoring plays is what's hitting for me. Like I can call scoring plays down to the minute. Like if you go to my channel, you can see in the video I post follow-ups to videos that I've done where I call scoring plays down to the minute. And so for today, I have one for 4:55 p.m. local in Kansas City. I think there'll be a touchdown or a field goal. So I have that on my video, but I do still try the money line, and sometimes it doesn't work because I have to assign the houses to each team, and it doesn't always work. It seems to flip sometimes. The rules don't seem to apply. But if the rules are applying today, I do like to cover the spread, I would like the Jags. They have a late aspect to come through where the moon is going to square Saturn. And actually, I'm assigning the Jaguars Aquarius in their 7th house. And it's actually appropriate then if you were thinking that for Saturn and Saturday and the Jaguars, that they would get that number. Also, the moon, I don't know if you were decoded with Aquarius, because the moon and the sun are both in Aquarius today. And they actually even had a conjunction at one point today. So the word Aquarius might be something to consider when you're doing a decode. But yeah, I think, especially if it goes to overtime, that the Jags will win. Especially if it goes to overtime. So the spread's probably going to be okay, in my opinion. So that's what I'm thinking. But for the people who are watching, just pay attention to, I don't know what time you are in your city, but at 4:55 p.m. local in Kansas City, I'm expecting a touchdown or a field goal. And then you can bet that in some of your apps, like in Bet365. You can instinct. It's called instinct. And then you can take a score. If they're down the field, it's not good odds. If they're back in the field, it's higher odds. And then if you select the type, it's a little bit higher odds. But score is the best way to do it. What's happening at 4:55 is the moon is trining, which is 120 degrees, something called the part of fortune. And I've seen that in the last 3 videos I did. It's come through in every single video. So it's happening again today. It's a new moon, so it's a different moon phase. It might not hit, but I think it will. So I just want to point that out. And I think the Jags on the spread is good too. For decoding, I haven't been doing decoding, but if you like them, I just want to say that's what I'm seeing.
I appreciate that. Yep. Anything else?
All right, man. No, that's it.
All right, you have a good one, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. Aquarius is also 55. I think the Jaguars can become 5-5 on the road. No, they can become 6-5. I think they became 5-5 last week. Let me see something. No, they was actually at home. Okay, so they could become 5-5 away today. The referee for this game is Sean Hokili. I like how he wears the number 83, the reflection of 38. So if he is 37-0, they got the right referee in there, number 83. So the game is about to start in another 15 minutes, so we could be here another 10 minutes. But I don't know if they're gonna let the Prince lose in the year of the Queen, man. I mean, not this early in the playoffs, This guy just had an unbelievable game last week. Nice little tribute to DeMar Hamlin. Today is 258 days until his next birthday. William Trevor Lawrence, 258. Let me just call that person back. I think we can end it there. My recommendation is, you could take the points, but I don't even think it's worth taking the points. I think the Jaguars are going to win. I don't know. Why would he not become 42-0 on Saturday, man? And why would they have this game scheduled for Saturday? They could have had this game scheduled for tomorrow and had the Bengals play today, So they're doing some type of Saturn ritual with Trevor Lawrence. And, 37-1 or 41-1 doesn't make sense to me ritualistically. The numbers say otherwise. So I don't know. If you guys want to take the Chiefs, do whatever you want, I'm just here giving you guys some advice. Yeah, his full name is also 129. Like how the Super Bowl is 129 days after his birthday as well. Yeah, you're not gonna get notified for these videos. We know that. Amazing how there's 90 people here though, because even with the censorship, people are still finding the videos. Yeah, Missouri does have that 42, and it has that 57. We know who's going for that 57th win today. Doug Peterson. Is Doug Peterson going to pick up his 57th career win 57 days before his old coach's birthday and be one step closer to Super Bowl 57? We shall see. And just this thumbnail that the NFL chose, right? Him next to the player 57. This is also a player to watch today. He's a linebacker, number 57 for the Jaguars. He might have a sack. If you guys want to do a prop bet, this is the year of 57, Super Bowl 57. So let me look up this guy's name real quick and see what's going on with him. So Caleb Johnson, he's linebacker. Might do a little prop bet on him. If you don't like the pick in the game, you can just do a little prop bet on Caleb Johnson and see what happens. Number 57. Birthday is July 28th. We got the Jesuit order numbers here. I think it's 187 days before the next birthday. 188, excuse me. Okay, so we got the 177, the 188. What is his full name? Yeah, let's look out for this guy. See if he has a big game. 177 days after his birthday. The Jesuit order number 57. And the last thing I want to say is, I'm going to be watching the game. So, if you're on the Patreon, I'm going to be posting alerts of things that I've noticed. And we shall see what happens. If I see anything that stands out, I'll definitely put out a post and tell you guys, a bet on this side. It doesn't look good for this side. I like how the game starts at 4:30 too. Jacksonville's 43, Super Bowl on 43rd earlier. So I'm gonna end it there because the game is about to start. I'm gonna be live streaming. And I'm not gonna live stream because I don't sound too good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be watching the game and I'm gonna be posting updates on the Patreon. And if you guys are on YouTube, you can just go to Patreon because those posts I'm gonna make them public, so you don't have to pay for the Patreon to see those alerts. I'm only going to do this for today. So you can just go to my Patreon for free and look up those posts. They're going to be public for all you guys to see. And hopefully we get it right, If we don't get it right before the game, we should get it right during the game. I'm just trying to make you guys as much money as possible. We don't want to lose at all. So let's see. Hopefully the Jaguars become 9-7 today in the playoffs. All right, so thanks everybody for joining us, and be on alert for those updates. Thank you. I'll definitely come back on after the game is over. After the Philadelphia game is over. So later on tonight, I'll be back. Peace.